So, wow, what a day. I am absolutely speechless, I have to say. Those of you that have had the privilege of being the father of the bride before will know how I'm feeling. It's an incredibly emotional time today, and seeing my daughter in her wedding dress just makes Julie and I appreciate what a special day this has been for them. So. We are incredibly proud of you. You're mother to our grandchildren, and now you're finally a wife to your beloved new husband, Nick. Oh, that's lovely. And of course that brings me onto the groom, okay? Mike and Colette, you have done an absolute amazing job with Nick. He seems to have been a part of our family for so long. I can't actually remember when we first met him. So you are the perfect balance for Emily because you are so calm and collected. You've given your parents and us the two most adorable grandchildren, and you are an absolutely fantastic dad. I mean, it's lovely watching you with them. I was always worried that when my daughter got married, for me it would somehow be like I'd be losing her. She's always been my little daddy's girl. But since she's met Nick, and he's been such a big part of our lives for so long, I've now actually realised that I don't need to worry about that we're not going to lose her, because we've come to love him, and it genuinely feels like we've actually gained a son in the family.
Well, again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome, and how lovely to be able to say that and mean it, to this lovely setting of Crockwell Farm. And most definitely celebrate the marriage of Nick and Emily. In the presence of your two specially chosen witnesses, in the presence of two very special small people, and perhaps more especially in front of all your families and friends here assembled. And so it gives me the very greatest of pleasure to pronounce you are now lawfully joined together as husband and wife.
If any of you are uncomfortable watching a grown man cry, you guys are at the wrong wedding. In this instance, I'm going to talk about the girl I've loved That's the first one anyone's got a sweepstake on. One down. The girl that I've known for 13 years, the mother of my children, and now my wife. One woman, not three, just for clarity. So the chance of me getting through this without shedding a tear is pretty low, but let's see how far we can get. It's almost 13 years to the day that we met in the most romantic of locations, which was an enterprise office in Nathan Buzzard. She flounced in a little tweed suit to pick up a car for her first day of training. Being the arrogant little shit that I was, and many would contest still am, I turned to my boss as she left and I said, "I bet you 20 quid I can get her in the next 2 weeks." But it wasn't easy. She actually rejected me the first time we tried to kiss. However, the intoxicating aroma of an Oceana dance floor on a Friday night proved to be too much of an allure. And while Change the Way You Kiss Me by example blared all around us, we sealed the deal for a magical moment. Over the years, I've taken a lot of stick for not doing this sooner. I mean, Nick alluded to it in his speech as well. It's 13 years. But, I mean, the truth is I could have done it that night. I've always loved you. As the years have passed, I continue to love you. I've also become impressed with you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the career you've built yourself, the life we've built ourselves, our two little munchkins that we've got together, and how much fantastic mum you are to them. If we had gotten married all those years ago, we wouldn't have grubby little handprints on our dresses and tuxes. But I'm so happy our kids have got to see mummy and daddy get married. We didn't write vows, but I'm going to make a few promises to Emily. I promise to cherish you, be your biggest cheerleader, stand by your side, laugh with you, comfort you. I don't promise to shut the cupboard doors in the kitchen and always turn the lights off. That's a bit of a step too far. But I'll make a really concerted effort to. Emily, you're my best friend. You lift me up, while also keeping me very grounded at times. I can't wait for this next chapter in our journey. I'm proud to be your husband, and that bet I won 13 years ago, I joked it was the most expensive. I've never had a bigger win.